Shinji's with the red saber, and we have Pi with the green saber. Both of these contestants have had 2 wins to get to where they are now, and now they're fighting for the championship of the No Force Sabers tournament. Now, Shinji with the red saber is notorious for not bringing the fight to you. You must bring the fight to Shinji. He'll stand where he wants to fight, and he makes you fight there. While Pi is, based on his last 2 games, is all about bringing the fight to you. Now, Shinji is using a fucked up tactic that he started using on Beef. He confuses his opponents by standing... yeah, I'll get into that later. Let's see how this first fight unfolds. Shinji is playing mind games with Pi here. We had another random join, but he left. No harm done, though. Still nobody killed. 0-0. Let's see if they can get this fight going. Shinji trying to hold the lip of Zigzag. Shinji with the red saber, Pi with the green. Looks like Pi gets hit in that exchange. Shinji playing a little bit more aggressively, but still cautious, jumping off of Zigzag after he missed that attack. Now, Shinji does not want to try to take Zigzag from this position because he knows he's at a disadvantage. But Shinji actually does play around on the lip of Zigzag, but does not try to take it all the way. Shinji playing very cautious as always. And now Shinji takes Zigzag, and Pi sees what's happening and is not happy about it. This is the exact same tactic that Shinji used against Beef. Now Pi is going to have the balls to try to take Zigzag, and Shinji is not capitalizing on the advantage that he has there because he's playing too cautiously. Pi thinking about shooting him with his gun there. Shinji wanting to keep the fight on Zigzag as long as he has the advantage. Oh, here, it was a close call on Zigzag, but still nobody gets hit. Pi's holding Zigzag, that means Shinji is not going to try to take it. Pi leaves Zigzag, that means Shinji is going to take it, but does not capitalize on the advantage again because he's playing too cautiously. But gets a second hit on Pi, the same place that he scored the first hit, and brings the score 1-0 Shinji's lead. Shinji says he is like Kanye West. Pi is calling Shinji gay, but then brings the fight to Shinji, and Shinji flees from Zigzag. I'm not quite sure what Shinji's plan is there, because even when he has the advantage on Zigzag, he's not confident enough to score any hits. Pi is using a new tactic now. Not a tactic you usually see on a sloped floor like this. He's trying to duck down to lure Shinji in. It's very dangerous, especially on a sloped floor when you don't really have the control that you want. Notice how Shinji keeps a great distance until Pi swings. Shinji has the advantage on Zigzag, but does not capitalize on it again. Getting tight, top of Zigzag. It looks like Shinji may have been hitting that exchange. It was Shinji hitting that exchange. One more hit on Shinji and he's going down. The battle back onto Zigzag, getting kind of tight now. Shinji keeping his distance. Shinji deep in the corner. He might bail out the side. Oh no, he gets taken out by Pi with a jump attack. Bringing the score 1-1 in the finals, the championship game of the No Force Battleground Jedi Lightsaber Tournament 2014 Best Alive. WG Shinji versus Pi. Pi has the green saber, Shinji has the red. So far, all of the battles are taking place in ship. And again, Shinji spawns in ship. And the battle goes right back down onto Zigzag, or at least the standoff goes back to Zigzag. Shinji very hesitant to take that Zigzag, while Pi is on the lip. Now Pi says that he's going to play Shinji's game, but he's not. You need to give Shinji the obvious clear to jump up onto Zigzag if you want him to take that. But he does eventually take it, and they're fighting in Zigzag again. Shinji tight in the corner once again, and gets taken out once again. 2-1 Pi. Shinji getting worked on Zigzag deep in that corner. Usually Shinji bails out of Zigzag down this ramp here when he gets in trouble, but he did not do that the last two exchanges there. Let me see if I can get out here without interfering. Alright, and now Shinji's trying to bring the battle into Cave and change it up some. Now Shinji gives up Cave and takes it back as soon as Pi leaves. Now this is the exact tactic that he used on Beefy. Pi teasing with taking the fight up onto ramp. I'm not sure if he wants to do that against Shinji. Shinji wants to bring the battle out into mid and fill Pi out there. Shinji has yet to find his zone here. Battle keeps going back and forth between Cliff and mid, but nobody's getting hit. I'm sorry, between Cave and mid. Pi's in the water, dangerous position, but nothing happening. Shinji trying to take it onto Cliff, trying to take it onto ramp. He has the upper hand, but now Pi takes the upper hand. Shinji probably is going to be very defensive coming up from this angle. Pi ducking, pulling some kind of crazy tactic on ramp. Looks like Pi's waiting for an ambush on ramp, but Shinji's not having it and falls back out to mid. And just dances with Pi, back and forth between Cave and mid. Shinji really playing some weird mind game tactics against Pi here, trying to get Pi out of his game. Looks like Shinji is injured. One more hit on Shinji, he's going down. Shinji in the red saber, Yun with the green. I'm sorry, that's Pi as Yun with the green saber. And Shinji gets struck down again, this time in Cave. Shinji's having a bad day. Brings the score 3-1, Pi's lead. Pi's just seemingly dominating this fight so far. And the fight goes back down into mid and Cave. Shinji's going to try his luck on ramp. He's got upper hand on ramp. This is where he dominated Beef. Pi pushes him all the way up to runway. Shinji waiting to ambush. Pi sees it and has to go AFK. And Pie's ready again. But now Shinji is AFK. And now Shinji's back and we're back on. Shinji liking how that fight went out on ramp. But Pie is not chasing him up and the fight goes back down into mid. Shinji cuts him off in the cave, but Pie misses the jump and doesn't get all the way in the cave. Shinji looks like he gets hit trying to pull a tactic on ramp, but now another hit. Both players are down to one hit. The next hit scored, a player is going to go down, whoever it is. Pie trying to take Shinji at the lip, ambush him right here on the lip between ramp and runway. Shinji falling back in deep ramp now. Pie still trying to ambush, drops down for the ambush, but no score. Shinji with the upper ground and uses it to take Pie out, 3-2. Pie spawns and looks like he's bringing the fight back to ramp, trying to avenge his death. Shinji is not following him, and now decides to come up. Let's see if Pie takes this ambush. He does try to take the ambush, but it's too early. Shinji sees it coming, and now the fight is moving back down into cave. And back down into mid, where Shinji wanted it anyways. Now Shinji dancing again with Pie, taking it back into cave. But gets killed on the lip between cave and mid. Shinji gets taken out, bringing the score 4-2. Pie's lead. Pie hanging out on runway looking for an ambush. Shinji taking it back on the ramp, loses the high ground on ramp. But he still scores a hit on Pie. Pie down to one hit. Whoa, I almost interfered there, but not quite. The fight mostly taking place right on the lip between cave and mid. The score 4-2, Pie's lead. We have Pie with the green saber and Shinji with the red saber. Pie just hanging out in the water, a very dangerous spot, trying to taunt Shinji into action, but Shinji's not having it, going down the slide. Now Shinji's hanging out on cliff, on cave. Pie's back in the water. Shinji's trying to lure him back on the ramp. The battle is on ramp, except for Pie has the high ground, so I doubt Shinji's going to chase him up ramp. Now Shinji has the high ground, but Pie jumps off back into mid. Battle's back on ramp with Pie with the high ground. Shinji toying with him, luring him back into cave. Let's see if Shinji tries to take the high ground on ramp this time. Both players trying to pull some trickery by hanging out behind the corners. Pie again with the high ground and ramp, and Pie might take the bait. Yeah, Pie is moving into ramp, but Shinji falls back on the runway and then back down on the ramp. He does not utilize the position